Whoop, whoop, what's up, Bearcats and Jugger Bros? It's Wednesday. You know what that means. We're here hanging and chilling for the HMG AEW Dynamite watch along the belt count. We are already at one belt with the Continental Championship. How y'all doing? Hope you're having a great week. Happy Hump Day. Sign that NDA, pal. Whoop, whoop. I think I'm going to go 12 tonight. 12 belts. Actually, no, I'll go 15. 15. And hey, what's up, Dan? Whoop, whoop. Happy Hump Day. Hope yours is going well. Always good to see you. Have fun not watching AEW. What's up, Lab Red? CEO, pal. You got 9.
Championship is on the line. John Mox will defend against Bandito. And needless to say, gentlemen, you heard from John Mox in the back. He's got the troops fired up. He's fired up himself.
There's 2 belts.
First blood against the Death Riders of Dynamite. I show you a huge matchup against John Moxley and Daniel Garcia, who up to that point suffer a loss as the legendary Mexico City, Mexico.
Give me Mystico, pal. Let's see what the attendance is before we get to this first match.
Brody King and Bandito make their way to the ring. It was a tag team battle at Dynamite, but it was Bandito landing a 21 pretzel. Brody King wiped out Moxley with that tope. Bandito and Brody scored a huge.
Let's see, total number of seats on the map, 59-57. They are set up for 28-22, and as of 56 minutes ago, they distributed 23-86. So yeah, come up a little short.
There's no doubt that the Death Riders are a great unit. But let's not forget Bandito, former World Tag Team Champion. So winning big matches were nothing new to those two gentlemen. And you want to talk about big matches? That three-way tag team match was announced this past Saturday on Collision. It'll be Mystico and Mascara Dorada taking on Shingo Takagi, New Japan Pro Wrestling, Teton of CMLL, and the Young Bucks. Global implications, as is the way of Forbidden Door. Just days away, coming up this Sunday live on. My favorite times of the year.
Yo, what's up, Lab Red? Whoop, whoop.
So much for
They're testing on you tonight, pal.
The very best professional wrestling in the world today. Bandito getting this great crowd here in Albuquerque, or just in the shadows of Albuquerque, as Wheeler Yuta, this is his first in-ring action that he's seeing since the attack by Shane Taylor Promotions a few weeks ago on Collision, Tony.
Yeah, and as you're taking a look at Wheeler Yuta, who has certainly had his share of boos come his way, but I mean, the fans are really kind of taking to the Death Riders in a way now. I mean, there's no doubt John Moxley, Will Ospreay, part of them.
Yuta takes down Bandito, and now single leg crab on the Ring of Honor World Champion Bandito. Wheeler Yuta, even prior to his time with the Death Riders, Nigel, was known as one of the most technically proficient young wrestlers on the independent scene.
Yeah, worked so hard, a real student of the game before he became a part of the Death Riders, and certainly has some very important experiences in his career.
Drags at least the first two, the second one.
Cheers, Generals. Whoop, whoop. Hey, what's up, G-Ball? Whoop, whoop. Good to see you, man. Going 6?
So he
Well,
hits the goal. He has had plenty of success.
Well, to be fair, I gotta let you know, we're already at 2.
So this match, if you were the pure champion 3 times, that also means you lost it on 3 occasions. The current champion, the longest ever reigning champion, Lee Moriarty, in my opinion, the greatest technical wrestler.
You saw right there, Bandito calling out the AEW Continental Champion, Jon Moxley. These two men, of course, will meet this Sunday, part of that loaded Forbidden Door pay-per-view broadcast. You talk about loaded, we are just jam-packed from both Team MJF and Team Briscoe ahead of the 12-man cage match, part of the triple main events at Forbidden Door coming up this Sunday. You see Jake Doyle, Kyle Fletcher, Andrade Alilo, Kazuchika Okada, Kevin Knight, and MJF. And Takeshita, Darby Allin, AEW World Trios Champions Conglomeration, teaming up with Mark Briscoe.
And the only real development we've seen so far in the show is that pre-tape before this match where it showed Ospreay and the Death Riders, they're now on the same page for the first time.
Tonight, plus Will Ospreay and LP, El Phantasmo, ELP from New Japan Pro Wrestling, Swerve Strickland, Daniel Garcia, the Death Riders, one-on-one ahead of Swerve and Ospreay's clash in the finals of the Owen Hart Foundation tournament coming up this Sunday. Jungle Jack Perry and Zack Sabre Jr. As Bandito takes down Claudio Castagnoli, in comes Mystico, swinging a miss by Claudio. Mystico didn't miss with that flying back elbow. The Young Bucks taking on Zack Sabre Jr. Stablemates TMDK. Tito.
Hey, what's up? We got 2 legit to quit Hammer in the house. Whoop, whoop. Happy hump day. Hope yours is going well. Always a pleasure.
And our main event tonight, Konosuke Takeshita puts his international championship, the AEW International Championship, on the line.
Yeah, I'm glad I went 15. I'm glad I went 15 for that bell count.
We are absolutely loaded. As I mentioned, Mystico, Deja Voltaires takes down Claudio Castagnoli.
Mystico is absolutely amazing the things he can do. And speaking of a different type of wrestler, here comes this is 2 big men colliding in front of us right now.
2 powerful hard hitters.
These 2 men have shared the ring before. They've competed in the Continental Classic. They have vied for the Continental Championship that Jon Moxley possesses as Moxley and Wheeler Yuta taking Mystico and Bandito off of the apron. Cody dishing out those vicious chops.
Getting taken on both men here.
And laces the fingers. Takes down Moxley. Takes down. Are you kidding me, Roddy King?
And the fans are right on that one.
Now Mystico, Bandito, and Roddy.
Ooh, that timing was off, but crowd still enjoyed it.
Not a great start for the Death Riders.
I think it's a good idea to stay away from Marina at ringside. Just focus on your match.
Marina's shown no compunctions about getting involved.
Ooh, nice.
Behind the referee's back as far as Death Riders business is concerned. Brody with Claudio Castagnoli in the face. Claudio's not as worn down as he would like.
I don't think Mystico really expected to get the tag at that time because he was still climbing up to the apron.
Certainly has to be looking ahead. Forbidden Door, a huge match, a huge opportunity for the Ring of Honor World Champion to add some gold.
Whoop, whoop.
Shuts down Bandito.
Yeah, Bandito made a real big mistake that time, Excalibur, because he had the advantage, and then he stepped away, giving Claudio a chance to come away.
Moxley, quick tag into the match and quicker tag out of the match. Wheeler Yuta and Moxley attacking the legs of Bandito.
And some of that technical expertise you talked about earlier on. Figure four-ing the legs there, almost Indian deathlock position.
Speaking of technical expertise, Jungle Jack Perry against perhaps the greatest technical wrestler, Zack Sabre Jr. And Zach's stablemates, Bad Dude Tito, Mikey Nichols, taking on the Young Bucks tag team action still punching. Yuta makes the tag out to Moxley. Meanwhile, Bandito held open, and Moxley just uses those heavy-soled boots to stomp the ribs of the Ring of Honor World Champion Bandito.
We haven't seen much of Moxley in this trios match, so I'm sure he's going to take all the advantage he can.
Get a shot with this. He's separating the fingers.
Yes.
A little bit of joint manipulation from the Continental Champion, trying perhaps to find a weakness ahead of Forbidden.
Hey, what's up, Grass? Doing well? What to do with you? Whoop, whoop.
But it comes time for the no interferences allowed. Come San Jose.
And maybe Nigel letting Bandito know what he's in for coming up at Forbidden Door on Sunday.
Death Rider's doing a great job of isolating Bandito, keeping him in his opposing team's corner. Welcome back to AEW Dynamite live on TBS and HBO Max Trios action. Kicking off the broadcast tonight, the Death Riders team of Wheeler Yuta, Claudio Castagnoli, the AEW Continental Champion, taking on Brody King, Mystico, and the man.
Nice. Whoop, whoop.
In the Death Riders corner, Bandito, the man who will challenge John Moxley for the Continental Championship this Sunday.
Bandito just staggered out in the middle of that time. He's in major trouble right now.
Moxley, the legal man for his side, makes the cover, hooks the leg. Bandito able to kick out, and Nigel, during the break, we witnessed John Moxley attacking the hands, the grip of Bandito, perhaps trying to weaken those hands to prevent Bandito from landing that 21 plex.
We saw in the loss last week.
Moxley is repeatedly battering Bandito. Bandito, though, defiant, back up to his feet, a series of chops to the Continental Champion. And as we mentioned, Forbidden Door comes up this Sunday, live in San Jose. Still have a chance for all races still available. Then 1 week from tonight, we'll be in my hometown of San Diego, California for Dynamite and Collision. A new TBS champion will be crowned next Wednesday night. And then AEW's Beach Break, presented by Visit St. Pete Clearwater, is headed to the beautiful beaches of Clearwater, Florida. You can catch the live action live, Big Care Sound on Wednesday, July 8th, as Mystico takes flight, takes down Castagnoli. Misdirecting Death Riders meet.
Well, great teamwork. Unexpected.
Yeah, GTA the 6 is finally happening, pal. Whoop, whoop.
Cannot be stopped. The most popular athlete of his generation, and perhaps of almost any generation in Mexico, going to work tonight. Dynamite's got Claudio down, but not out. Thanks to the intervention by Moxley.
Yeah, many wrestlers can execute that move, but not as fluid, as smooth as Mystico does it.
Mystico unable to capitalize. It was a dynamite drop kick from John Moxley. Broke up the pin, and in comes the big man.
Straight to the jaw. Claudio tags out to Moxley now. Moxley from behind. Sleeper cinched in.
And they choke out the big man. The forearm across the carotid artery, but the arms on the legs.
Brody King very familiar about choking out because he's done that many, many times to his opponent, including Darby. And
Hey, what's up, Nelson? Good to see, man. We going, pal. Whoop, whoop. Those matches going way too damn long.
great poor streak, Nigel, and now. But then comes Bandito.
Yuta came steaming in with that Busaiku knee, but Mystico, the drop kick. Meanwhile, Brody just lays out Moxley with the lariat.
Stay on it now. Moxley will get back up in a hurry.
Give me AEW, pal.
Claudio Castagnoli, the Continental Championship belt. Aubrey Edwards never saw it. Now Moxley, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, they could have had a 7-minute match and got the same result.
1-1. Against Brody King and Bandito, but this Sunday at Forbidden Door, live on pay-per-view, everyone will be banned from ringside when Jon Moxley puts his AEW Continental Championship on the line against Bandito.
And obviously, everyone includes Marina Shafir, who is so much a part of the wins for the Death Riders.
And as we mentioned, absolutely love it tonight. Ricochet challenges Konosuke Takeshita for the International Championship in our main event. But right now, let's head back to Renee Paquette.
Guys, a huge weekend ahead of us with Forbidden Door. Team Briscoe taking on Team Don Callis and MJF inside
4 belts.
Steel Cage. Do you guys feel ready?
No. I'll be real, I don't feel ready at all. Mark's opportunity to become world champion. And I told him I'd do anything physically possible to make sure we win. And I hope all of you do the same. Of course, yeah. And Don Callis family, as much as I hate you, I don't hate you nearly as much as I do you, Max. I will never forgive what you did to my best friend. Oh!
And I'm going to make sure that all of us have backpacks for the match. We can put whatever we want in it. I'm pretty sure Takeshi's going to put that international title in his backpack after he beats Ricochet tonight. And I feel like that covers everybody, I feel like.
Wait, where is Mark? Where's the man leading us to war this Sunday? Don't you worry, sickos. Mark will be in the middle of that ring tonight to give them. Let's go, guys.
Well, because he just said, like, what was it? That he's focusing on helping Mark Briscoe get it. I think I think Darby's character is like, okay, I got it, I ran with it, I'm good. I got one reign with it, I'm good. I think to him, just getting it once is good enough.
Tag team champions Harley Cameron.
Yes. Should have known. Cameron said, I've got a lot of problems, but Marina Shafir isn't one of them. I think she may be rethinking that. After that brutal body kick from Shafir.
That was a critical mistake there, Nigel.
Your fans don't miss DC Studios Supergirl, starring Millie Alcock and Jason Momoa, only in theaters this Friday. Get your tickets now. As Harley Cameron, Marina Shafir facing off in this Survival of the Fittest qualifier match. Of course, the Survival of the Fittest match.
Cameron vowed to be the kryptonite to Marina Shafir's Supergirl, but right now.
There you see Hikaru Shida, Persephone from CMLL, Chris Statlander. Those three women have all the fittest match taking place next Wednesday night. Willow Nightingale, of course, had to vacate.
Yeah, she looks fine in that, pal.
Holly Cameron coming through the rope.
Giggity, giggity.
To claim that TBS champion. Holly Cameron, a statement of intent there to Tony Schiavone saying she is taking that TBS championship. Don't count Marina Shafir out. Marina Shafir,
100. Whoop, whoop.
career, wearing boots to the ring.
And what's up, Zach? Happy International Fairy Day to you too as well. Whoop, whoop.
Very recently, well, he wants to protect them a little bit.
Yeah, one would think so, but listen, no one
Hmm.
should be afraid of Marina Shafir, even though you look at her.
I mean, we did get that Texas Chainsaw Massacre belt,
Afraid of Marina Shafir, Tony. As this qualifying contest was
which I believe Jeff Jarrett is still the champion.
If you've got any sense, Tony, you should be very afraid of Marina Shafir. The boots are Shafir at one time, long-time training partner, the former world champion Ronda Rousey. Hold on.
Oh, wow.
Get ready.
Yeah, here we go.
Arrow action.
Oh, my.
Stretching, and nimble, flexible. Cameron, oh, nice escape.
Harley reverses, hitting predicament barely on one count. Marina immediately shuts her down. Quick kick to the jaw.
Great escape by Harley that time. Wow, it was great.
She only escaped so far. Still in the penitentiary. Still in the prison yard. Oh!
Now, probing with those kicks.
Yeah, you turn your back on Marina, she's going to kick in the back or somewhere there.
Marina once again testing the limits of Harley Cameron's flexibility. The foot planted firmly underneath the jaw of Harley Cameron.
Shafir and Moxley described as the Hump.
Yeah, this one's going a little bit too long.
Into the mouth and the nose of Cameron, who showed her heart.
Then again, it's AEW.
25 as the inaugural AEW Women's Tag Team Champion.
Like you can get what you need done. You get the business you need, get across in 3 to 5 minutes.
Trying to bring the fight to Shafir. She won't have to step farther. Shafir's stepping in to take away some of the mustard on those forearms.
Heard Marina say, do better to Harley Cameron. That has got to be so dispiriting for Harley. Shafir absorbing all the contact from those blows and just answering with a powerful one in return.
Knocking the wind out of the lungs of Cameron and the hopes out of everybody here in Albuquerque.
That's a good point. Yeah. Still, though, like the fact that they're so long, they're going through a commercial break. That's a problem.
For the fourth spot in the survival of the fittest match, 1 week from tonight to crown a new TBS champion, Shafir has had her way with Harley Cameron through the bulk of the last few minutes, Nigel.
Absolutely ragdolling Cameron around. Almost nothing the young Australian can do about this. And you have to think at some point Shafir going to set up for the mother's milk, smother choke. Cameron already gasping. Eyes rolling back in her skull. Surely it's only a matter of time now.
And look at the confidence, even a broad smile on the face of Marina there. She feels that any moment now, she's going to dispose of Harley. And it looks like she may be right.
Tony, at this point, despite the Supergirl attire for Harley Cameron, it may require a Kryptonian effort, and that could just be what Harley Cameron needed.
It was a going for broke effort for Harley at work, but Marina's the first one that gets up.
by some. Not a lot of elevation on the belly to back, but Cameron still fighting doggedly forward.
Roundhouse kick. Caught Shafir, I'm not sure on the head or the shoulder, but either way, it's back Marina off to the corner. Now Harley Cameron.
Is it a bird? Is it a plane? Oh, it's Harley Cameron!
And Harley repeated shots into the head of Marina Shafir. Harley Cameron wants to join the field of that survival of the fittest match 1 week from tonight. Chris Statlander, Persephone, and Hikaru Shida have already qualified for the survival of the fittest elimination match taking place next week at Dynamite from San Diego.
And no doubt Harley Cameron has got her second win. That foot, though, may have knocked it right back out of her.
Repeated knees to the midsection. This is where Marina Shafir excels, Nigel.
Such a devastating striker. Knees, kicks, forearms, palm strikes. There isn't a strike that Marina Shafir can't strike with devastating accuracy.
Harley brought up to a vertical position. No, wait a second, reversal. And Harley, whoa, big leg crab. How about that?
Sitting down deep. No, nice escape. Whoa, beautiful.
Shafir escapes it now into the rear naked choke. Or rear naked sleeper, I should say. No. 1, 2, 3.
Hang on. Let me get this straight. Or to quote nice guy Eddie from Reservoir Dogs, let me say this out loud so I get it straight in my head. So, the story of the match is Marina's supposed to be this, like, kind of, I don't want to say monster, but, like, Harley's offense isn't causing much damage. That's 5 belts. The damage, like, what Harley's doing is not affecting her that much. Like, she's like, Marina's getting up and no-selling a lot of stuff and getting back and beating the shit out of Harley. And Harley, being the never say die babyface, keeps getting back up and trying to fight. That's the story. That's the story I'm getting out of this. And then we end it with Harley getting a flash pin on Marina.
Career for Hump finals by beating your teacher Athena. But I'm not your teacher. I'm your boss, bitch. And this may be your dream match, but this is not.
I forgot about that. Yeah, she has beaten Megan before. I forgot about that.
And this is it. Because dreams don't win championships. I do.
All right, since yeah, that's original footage, so we're gonna call that now. I think that's 6 belts.
This Saturday at Collision, Mercedes-Benz teams up with Athena to take on Maya World and Hyann on TNT and HBO Max. And immediately following Collision is a countdown to Forbidden Door. This Saturday night, get an inside look at all the big matches taking place this Sunday at Forbidden Door.
Yeah, I can see him going that route. But the fact that, like, just, that she's even in the finals, she's already more over than she was going into it. So, 7 belts. Yeah, that's true. That is true. Like, that is technically the one belt that Mercedes never lost, and she's technically defending it. So that would. Yeah, Maya going over would be a huge elevation. Because she kind of helps, she finishes that story for the CEO.
Swerve Strickland made a point of referring to Ospreay's fragile neck. Got punched in the face for it.
And his opponent from Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada, weighing 196 pounds,
Early here, long-time rival of Will Ospreay, ELP, El Fantasma, whatever you want to call him. He's a man that has shared the ring with Ospreay dozens of times. On ELP's very first night in New Japan Pro Wrestling in 2019, he pinned Will Ospreay, the center of the ring.
ELP has always been successful in his time here at AEW. This is his 5th match. He's won 3 of his 4, so it's good to see him back. What a competitor he is. Success like you talked about, Excalibur.
Now, Ospreay, Nigel, it's very easy.
You think ELP is a Bret Hart fan? I don't know. Something.
Fixated not only on the tournament finals coming up,
Some's kind of, I don't know.
Thinking ahead to Wembley Stadium, something that
For some reason I think he's a Bret Hart fan.
I mean, just it is something that is embedded in the head, and for the fact that Will Ospreay could be challenging for the EW World, the most famous arena, the most famous stadium in Europe, perhaps one of the most famous in the world, as Ospreay covers, that's got to be huge.
Got to be huge.
Hey, what's up, Final Boss? Whoop whoop.
Swerve to get that opportunity. No Englishman has ever won a world title in England, and so the opportunity has got to be really salacious for Ospreay. You cannot look ahead of a long-time rival like ELP.
And Tony, we got to look at just how well those two men know each other. Ospreay narrowly avoiding that thrust kick from ELP.
Now, you bring up a great point about Ospreay trying to be the first Englishman to win a world title in England, but listen, you can't overlook ELP.
From what I've seen from him, he's not bad, but yeah, like the Bret Hart cosplay, that's way too on the nose. Way too on the nose. Like he comes across like a Bret Hart mark instead of like, himself. Points, Gruss. Whoop, whoop. Oh, El Fantasmo. ELP. Like he even did the whole give the glasses to a kid in the crowd.
Very amenable personality outside of the ring, but as we had mentioned earlier, the influence of John Moxley has certainly been seen, if for no other reason than his ability to defeat people with submissions now, as well as the high impact moves that he was known for.
Whoop, whoop.
From Will Ospreay has become a very potent part of his arsenal as ELP showing off his Daredevil's styling tonight on Dynamite.
Points, Hammer. Whoop, whoop.
ELP continues. Don't go anywhere.
You certainly make an argument that ELP has far more to gain.
Yeah, he had the light up glasses. Yeah, he gave to a kid in the crowd.
Bigger risks for it. An incredible arc through the air, and such a big risk gives your opponent even more time to move out.
I mean, yeah, probably in the ring. Yeah, in the ring he's more AJ Styles, but like the appearance and presentation of the character is more Bret Hart. I mean, pink and black, giving the glasses to a kid.
How critical would it be for Will Ospreay to lose a match prior to his big match coming up with Forbidden Door?
You don't want to go into a huge match like that with a loss on your record most recently.
Sharpshooter, center of the ring for ELP. Changing up the game plan here. Most of the opponents we've seen recently have been attacking the neck of Will Ospreay, but ELP trying to attack the vertical base of the aerial assassin.
An interesting
Whoop,
strategy
whoop.
from the Canadian, who started out trying
Yeah, pal.
Kyle O'Reilly. Who has his own history of another member of the Death Riders, John Moxley.
And like Kyle O'Reilly, ELP from Vancouver, British Columbia. Ospreay reverses ELP in the corner. Bandera sends Ospreay up to the apron. And Ospreay biding his time. The leap and takes down ELP.
Love the hand time that Will gets on those.
A lateral press, two.
And comes crashing down with a forearm shot or an elbow. There you see we're going to be hearing from Mark Briscoe tonight. As the conglomeration promised us early on.
Ospreay charging in.
His favorite perch, Ospreay. Whoa, was looking to fly, but instead.
Very simple, but very effective from ELP. Disrupting the balance of his opponent.
Nasty kick to the neck.
Yes.
Perhaps now trying to focus on the surgically repaired body part. Fists from the top.
ELP now. Garana takes Ospreay down the hard way. Man feeling confident. Cover. Now Ospreay's turn to kick out. ELP looking to make the most of this opportunity against his longtime rival, Will Ospreay. Forbidden Door.
There you go, neck vice, rear chin lock. Once again, working on the surgical repaired neck.
The Forbidden Door is open a bit early here on AEW of New Japan Pro Wrestling, taking on Will Ospreay. These two longtime rivals, Nigel, very evenly.
Back super jump.
The more you eat, pal.
Ospreay coming over with a corkscrew kick. And now Ospreay into a pinning predicament, hooks the leg, two. ELP able to kick out. And as we mentioned, part of our triple main event this Sunday at Forbidden Door, Will Ospreay, Swerve Strickland one-on-one in the 2026 Owen Hart Foundation Men's Tournament. Winner will earn a shot at the AEW World Championship at All in London. We have a huge week of programming for you. Not only Dynamite tonight, but Collision this Saturday, 8/7 Central on TNT, HBO Max, followed immediately by the countdown to Forbidden Door. Then Ospreay stunned our millionaire. Nice counter by Ospreay, but ELP, he was ready for it. And hits a stunner of his own.
What are we doing here?
Again, just speaks to the knowledge, the history these two men have with one another.
I know it's AEW, but
That speaks to what ELP can do in the ring. He's been sensational this match, gentlemen.
Certainly providing some flashy, innovative offense that has got Ospreay having a dig deep.
Of course, Forbidden Door takes place this Sunday, 8 Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific, on pay-per-view on HBO Max.
yep, just a bunch of spots. Get all this shit in.
We will see Divine Dominion, the AEW Women's World Tag Team Champions, with their titles on the line against Thunder Rosa and Olympia from CMLL. Big-time, high-stakes international matchup, all that, so much more part of the buy-in. Teeing off on one another.
Sorry, I got to fly in here.
A fun from Will Ospreay, not electing to try for a pinfall attempt.
You know, these are the weeks you were talking about Excalibur, the buy-in, and the Forbidden Door, of course, the day before. Collision takes the air on TNT, followed by a countdown to Forbidden Door. Shows exactly what AEW is all about. The wrestling, the action, a whole week, starting tonight.
A love letter to the industry, the sport of pro wrestling as a whole. Thanks to our collaboration with CMLL, New Japan, Pro Wrestling, and Stardom. Will Ospreay now getting the better of ELP.
Both men bringing the fight. And I don't think there was any doubt that those Vicious palm strikes 2. The surgically repaired neck of Ospreay. Fired up the aerial assassin.
Wow. He plucks Ospreay out of midair, but Ospreay lands on his feet, standing switch. Nice counter. Those two men almost telepathically able to anticipate. Ospreay, the Spanish fly, the cover. 2. No, he'll be able to kick out.
What a great match these two young men are having. I'm sure if you've seen them wrestle before, you're not surprised, but this is something else.
And this is your
Seen
first
it
time.
before, you know what's coming. No.
Getting bladed count by ELP. 2. Only had the one leg hook, but that was
Right, exactly. Like Will's got a match. He's got to match it on at the show. Yeah, this should be over in like 5 minutes.
You see the frustration mounting on ELP, but then that crazed look in his eyes, that daredevil mindset.
Same here, Hammer. Same here.
Momentum.
Oh, look at this.
Oh, ELP. The arms captured by Ospreay. Counters out, rolls through. High stack. Brings him up. Styles clash from Ospreay.
And he's going to go up top. I didn't know. He's grabbing a head blade.
Ospreay lines him up. Blade on target. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, elbow right to the back of the head like that. Jeez.
Hard-earned victory for Will Ospreay ahead of Forbidden Door.
Like that looked like that hit flush.
Compete in the finals of the 2026 Owen Hart Foundation Men's Tournament. Ospreay made it to the finals last year, but he was denied by Hangman Adam Page. Will this be Ospreay's year, or will it be the year of the most dangerous man in AEW, Swerve Strickland?
Ahead at San Jose, but for tonight, Ospreay builds some momentum.
Yeah, unfortunately they do. They get a false positive from the crowd because that's just the AEW sickos who like this. That's the only people who come out to these shows anymore. What a maneuver, pal. Okay, I like this. I like this change with Prince Nana. I like this. Like little tweaks to evolve the character. Kind of like a little bit of DJ thing. Like adding a little bit of DJ elements to his character. I like that. Like that's like that. I mean, Nana's been in the game for damn near 30 years. So he knows how to reinvent himself or like make little tweaks and changes to stay fresh. Oh, my bad. I'm sorry.
Sunday at Forbidden Door, live on pay-per-view on HBO Max. They will be rivals. They will meet in the finals of the Owen Hart Foundation Men's Tournament.
It's a very smart thing for Will Ospreay to do. Both men looking to make a statement here. Ospreay's already made his. What will Swerve Strickland do? The man that 2 years ago lost the AEW World title at Wembley Stadium was to expunge that loss.
Yeah, dude, you hear them picking up the live mic and the house mic. The dude yell, "Hey, Nana! Hey, Nana!"
Garcia flying solo right now after the Death Rider contest to kick off our broadcast on Dynamite, but that's not going to matter to Garcia. He's fired up for this match. He knows what an opportunity this is ahead of Forbidden Door. He also knows the danger that his opponent, Swerve Strickland, presents.
Whoa, just slinging a chair. Last time a member of the Death Riders did that, it was Claudio Castagnoli and nearly knocked some of my teeth out. Talking of getting involved, it wasn't long ago, Daniel Garcia.
Points, Lab Rat. Whoop, whoop.
Slammed into me at the ringside as well. I haven't forgotten that, but certainly Garcia has moved on and needs to move on. The Strickland is ready to make a statement.
Fans AEW Swerve Strickland and Heavies have partnered to drop the bandits.
So, like earlier on when they established like Garcia and Ospreay are now cool, they're good. Like this match, like if you want to get some heat on the Ospreay Swerve match, Swerve should just like leave Garcia beaten and bloody.
Tuck your chin, grit your teeth, and protect against a knockout. His hands are flying.
Holy smokes. Swerve, and now over the ground and pound, the former AEW World Champion, Swerve Strickland.
Swerve approaching this match like he's got something to prove, and guys, he has nothing to prove.
He's got something to prove. He's got to realize that he's facing Will Ospreay and how determined Ospreay is to go to Wembley Stadium. He knows Ospreay's in the back watching this match.
Swerve Strickland, in so many words, has said that it's sure for Will Ospreay that may be your dream to win the AEW World Championship in Wembley Stadium. But as you mentioned, that arena, that stadium.
Yeah, my bad.
Memories for Swerve Strickland.
I forgot this is AEW, and honestly, modern wrestling in general, not just AEW. I know, selling a beatdown, right?
One of the most prestigious stadiums in the world.
He couldn't get through NXT last night without rendering a fireball. Yeah, I'm so good to wrestle at the pay-per-view.
2 years ago at Wembley that Swerve Strickland lost the world championship to Bryan Danielson.
And really, if you think about that set off, Tony, Bryan Danielson wins the AEW World Championship, but then Danielson betrayed by the Death Riders. Jon Moxley claims the title. I mean, it's come so far in those 2 years. It's hard to believe it was only 2 years ago. It feels like the blink of an eye, but also feels like an eternity. But Swerve had his legs swept up by Garcia. Now Garcia battering the head of Strickland with those right hands.
What you got to do if Strickland's caught in the ring skirt, you got to take advantage of it like a dragon screw.
Dragon screw delivered. The Swerve stuck between the ring apron.
Say what you want about Daniel Garcia's allegiance with the Death Riders, and I certainly have. But he really seems to have found himself under the tutelage of Jon Moxley.
Lining up those elbow strikes is Daniel Garcia.
Determined look.
By the Death Riders.
Who's he looking at?
Yep, pretty much. Yeah, that spot's been pimped out so much already. They're actually selling it makes you look weak.
Just outside of Albuquerque. There he goes again. When Daniel Garcia clips Garcia on the leg. Swerve Strickland in one blink of an eye back in this contest. Don't go anywhere.
The most dangerous man in AEW is not just a moniker. It's not just something to put on a t-shirt. It's something that Swerve Strickland lives up to every time he is in a match. Daniel Garcia is finding out the hard way.
We now take.
Stomping the hands of Daniel Garcia. Him against the steel ring steps.
Let's go.
Swerve. Swerve. Garcia. Keep one in your mouth. Garcia now. Turning to the relative safety of the ring.
And they really rose to prominence in a brutal, violent rivalry with Hangman Adam Page. Most recently telling Kevin Knight that if you want to compete, you've got to become a killer, inspiring the recent attitude change in the now TNT champion.
Yeah, I'm sure the Don Callis money had a lot to do with that as well, but you're right about the impact that Swerve had on Kevin Knight.
Of course, the coffers of the Don Callis family only growing after he lent his team of mercenaries to MJF for this steel cage match coming up at Forbidden Door. Just think about how unpopular MJF is. It was cover made. And he couldn't find 5 people to join his side at Forbidden Door. He had to buy.
Do that. I've already said
Success breeds jealousy. Let's put it that way. Say what you want about MJF's attitude, and plenty of people have. You can't argue with time and again.
No, you can't argue the fact they use the Dynamite ring. You can't
Point slab, Red. Whoop, whoop. It's super effective. Tony D is fainted.
Digging his teeth into the head of Swerve Strickland. Swerve on the move. Uppercut.
Swerve gets so much force off of those ropes.
Setting up perfectly in what calm, poise, methodical offense from the former AEW World Champion, who has to believe it's only a matter of time. 2 matches, amongst others, before he could wear the title again.
Garcia rolling onto the apron of the ring. Swerve. This dangerous territory for Daniel Garcia. Swerve Strickland perched atop the ropes here in Albuquerque. Just days away from Forbidden Door, coming up this Sunday live on pay-per-view. Daniel Garcia, Swerve's adversary, almost nearly with the receiving end of the Swerve stomp, but Garcia out of the way in time, and a dragon screw attack of Swerve Strickland.
No. Luckily, tonight is not a 3-hour show. Luckily, yeah. No collision tonight. No collision tonight.
Just didn't sit down.
Swerve hoists up Garcia. Got a possession to Valley driver on the apron.
That I'm not sure.
To Forbidden Door this Sunday, live on pay-per-view in the finals of the 2026 Owen Hart Foundation Men's Tournament. Brainbuster by Strickland, lateral press. And Garcia, though, beats the referee's account.
Certainly, injuries. Strickland and Ospreay have to be aware of that. Ospreay already a successful victory over his long-time rival. But can Strickland put Garcia away emphatically?
And you see the match coming up this Sunday. And then the winner of that match will get a shot at the AEW Men's World Championship, AEW Women's World Championship. Both the Owen Hart Foundation tournament winners at All In Running coming up on Sunday, August 30th. Our return to Wembley Stadium. I want to give a special hello to all of our viewers on ITV in the UK. I hope to see you in Wembley on August 30th later this summer. Swerve Strickland testing the jaw of Daniel Garcia, but Daniel Garcia rising up.
Swerve doing a lot of trash talking right now. Look at that, just standing up straight and tall, not budging.
Garcia throwing his body at Swerve Strickland. Swerve barely moving. Second time.
Garcia really committing here.
It's got to be dispiriting for Daniel Garcia.
Don't do it again, Daniel.
The drop kick to the knee.
Good job by Garcia.
Attacking the leg now. Garcia takes Strickland off his feet.
Now the motivation.
Whoop, whoop. I never saw Gilligan's Island Grass. I'm sorry.
Back almost stops Garcia in his tracks. Swerve rolls through. Flacco, no. Garcia avoids it. The ankle lock.
Oh my.
Now Swerve Strickland, he's got to weigh this. Can he afford to suffer potential damage to that knee ahead of the match with Ospreay this Sunday?
Escapes quickly. Certainly a decision that Strickland may have to make. Which is more hurt, which is more dangerous, a loss or an injury.
I'll go with what Nelson said.
Again, looking for a power driver, but again, unable to complete.
Swerve weaves underneath, and a backbreaker maintains control of Garcia. And now, power to the power slam by Swerve. 1, 2. Garcia.
Whoop, whoop.
Able to kick out, but I'm not sure how much more punishment Garcia can absorb.
I'll have to check that out then.
Garcia's chest is rapidly inflating and deflating, gasping for air.
Yeah, never really. Unfortunately, never watched that one. I knew of it.
Taste the blood.
Swerve stumbling forward. The leg gave out, and Garcia now looking to take advantage. Garcia steps over, and now stop comes from Garcia. The Will Ospreay influence on the Death Riders too.
Going right back to the leg.
And now Garcia trying to step through, looking for that Dragon's Hammer. Up kick from Swerve Strickland. Fans just got an update from Tony Khan. Our main event tonight. Konosuke Takeshita. Ricochet, one-on-one. Everyone is banned from ringside. These two men will meet one-on-one in our main event tonight. International Championship on the line. Connects.
I did catch an episode or two of Three's Company. I got to go both.
We talked about that main event. No outside interference. It's going to be a great match coming up tonight. And this is a great match. As we expected, Swerve looked through and then turned back to his opponent. What's this about?
You don't think
Strickland, he was thinking house call, but instead looks to deliver a hidden blade of his own. Wipes out Garcia and collects the win.
Message received.
message delivered with the same finishing maneuver, but there is a postscript to that message. A little bit of damage perhaps to the knee, the leg.
It will bear watching this Sunday. Swerve Strickland, what condition will he be in when he faces Will Ospreay in the finals of the 2026 Owen Hart Foundation Men's Tournament, part of an absolutely loaded crowd. Now look at this. Strickland doesn't need to do this. He's already won the match. He doesn't need to do any more to Garcia. He doesn't need to snap the arm of Garcia. But Ospreay intervenes, and now these two men throwing hands ahead of Forbidden Door this Sunday.
Fans who ever never been of it. Oh, how about that? Right in the face.
Ospreay connects with the jaw on the kick. Now can he connect with the hip blade? No, just swept up the leg. The house call. Nana earning his paycheck in that very moment. But now, Swerve with Ospreay inverted, looking for the vertebreaker, but instead, Garcia bails out Ospreay. Oh, wait a second. Garcia may just put himself in danger. Oh, the vertebreaker. Swerve Strickland. Intended for Ospreay, but delivered to Garcia. Now, Ospreay with the chair, but Swerve making
whoop. And how about that Tommy Dreamer news?
Once again, the Death Riders come to the aid of Will Ospreay.
Will Ospreay called the medical staff.
Yeah, to be fair though, who didn't she though? Shit, I lost count of the bell count. Fuck, hang on. 2, 4. Five, 6.
It shouldn't have been me in that accident. It should have been you. I've never felt the hatred that you made me feel, and you know damn well what happened. Briscoe finally
7, right? Actually, 7. Yeah, 7 belts still. Nah, there's just some just allegations and just things out there about him. That's, again, it's all just reports and he said, she said at this point. 8 belts? 9 belts?
And then, of course, the newest member of the Don Callis family, the TNT champ, Kevin Knight. Tell him, champ.
Yo, Darby Allin, was double or nothing not enough for you? Skate your ass down Forbidden Door, and I swear I'm gonna send you back to the ER. And Max, once this little play date is over with or whatever, I want my title shot.
Yeah, sure. The greatest wrestler of the last 5,000 years, Okada. What do you got to say today, champ?
It's
Nicely said.
and of course,
Me, my time? Of course it's your
The second that door is locked, I am coming for you, Takeshita. I'm gonna prove why the family never needed you, and why I am the new.
And of course,
yeah, we got it all running next.
Mark Briscoe! The gap between me and you is bigger than the gap between your teeth, son. And I'm not just talking inside the squared circle, I'm talking in real life. I've never gone to bed hungry. I've never worked a 9 to 5. Hell, I've never worked. No matter where I go on planet Earth, if I sit down, they're placing a napkin across my lap. They're putting a 45-ounce porterhouse steak in front of my face, and the hottest waitress you've ever seen is slipping me her number. Do you know why? Because I was born with a white collar, and white collar always wins. You, my friend, are a... I overheard that fat old prick Tony Schiavone talking about the fact that I've never kicked out of the J Driller. And guess what? That's true. But that's because I've never had to. Because you never managed to hit the J Driller on me when the Triple B is on the line. And frankly, Mark, you never will. Because me and Don Callis have assembled the greatest team to... What the hell are you doing here, Don?
I know.
Get out of here.
Probably.
Go.
I told you. Come on, you're killing me with this thing.
Speaking of not being on the same page, last week we were not on the same page. Now, I don't want to name names. Sorry. I have a call. But me and Don have figured out the perfect way to get us all working together, not just as a team, but a family.
This guy bagged me. We does a drum roll, maybe, and check it out. My God! Look at that!
Oh, geez, got another one of those Don Callis portraits, but it's now on a T-shirt. I will say the rest of the family sold it well. The way the rest of the family sold that was great. That was probably the most entertaining thing on the show right there was when Don showed the T-shirt to the rest of the family, where they're just like, "What the fuck?"
most dangerous technicians in the sport of professional wrestling.
Jack said he wanted the match against Zack Sabre Jr. because he wanted to test himself against one of the world's greatest wrestlers.
Hey, what's up, Mick? Yeah, we're doing good. We're doing good. Hope all is well with you. Yeah, but it's open door season. It's forbidden door season, pal.
One of the most dangerous submission specialists.
About the confidence, I noticed that, and noticed it so many times when Zack Sabre Jr. walks in, you can see that he feels he's going to win this. They got to feel that way, but you can see it in Zack Sabre Jr. the way he approaches the ring.
Sabre exudes confidence, a technical master chef, serving up some hors d'oeuvres.
All right, while they're getting this thing match started, I got to take a quick piss break. Be right back. Whoop, whoop.
There's a lot of lariats, and they just weren't enough to take down the technical mastery that ultimately scored the victory that night.
Always a roll there by Jack Perry. Sabre using kick out Perry again to a pinning predicament.
Yeah, it is kind of very young. Yeah,
Staying tight.
definitely Young's Bucks-ish.
We saw an inventive rope break by Jack Perry, biting the top rope to get the referees break it. Now Perry, a bit of a stumble, but still flows through.
Yeah, and Sabre rolls out of the ring quickly on that one. How about that by Jack Perry?
I'm not sure Sabre would like to see a replay of that. You can't get much closer to 3 without it being 3.
Jack, she really showing us something there.
Yeah, Sabre.
Doing the right thing, taking away any momentum from Perry, who thus far has almost tried to compete with Sabre when it comes to technique. In my opinion, would do well to turn this into a brawl.
All right, there you go. Overhead chop from Perry. Bounding off the ropes, and now Sabre sits down into the cross arm breaker. Perry gets the rope break, but also.
I mean, yeah, everything's working over here.
Such violent, short bursts of energy from Sabre. And the methodical offense here. An armbar or a hammerlock now. Oh, wait a second. Oh!
Sabre with shoulder collided with the ring post, and then the knees coming around the corner from Jack Perry. Sabre.
Kenny Omega's elite teammate Jack Perry got to be very happy. And maybe Omega wants Zack Sabre at 100%. He may not get him if Jack Perry has his way. Ooh.
The top rope. And now Sabre lining up the stomp on the shoulder. Zack Sabre Jr. dismantling Jack Perry as this match continues live on Dynamite. Don't go anywhere.
You want an idea of Sabre's technical prowess? He was awarded Best Wrestler of the Year from 2014 to 2020. And again in 2024, the Best Technical Wrestler of the Decade in the 2010s. If it wasn't for Bryan Danielson threatening to sue them for the use of his name, if he didn't award the winner in 2021 to 2023, he'd have won it every single year.
Where did you get that bit of information?
That's what I heard in the grapevine.
Yeah, right.
Sabre dishing out the uppercuts back, and Jack Perry often. It's okay. Bryan Danielson has 2 awards named after him. Also the Bryan Danielson Announcer of the Year award as well.
Not yet.
Sweep the leg. And Perry now finding himself in a place he does not want to be.
Very few people know how to manipulate a joint the way that Zack Sabre does.
Snapping the fingers.
Make a wish. Jack Perry may be wishing he didn't compete with Zack Sabre Jr. There's the other members here tonight of TMDK enjoying this.
And Tony, Nigel speculated a few moments ago, does Kenny Omega want Zack Sabre Jr. at 100% at Forbidden Door? Does he want him broken down a little bit? My gut tells me that Kenny, he does want Zack at 100%. Kenny wants to prove that he's back at the top of the game, and at the top of his game, he could beat Zack Sabre Jr.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think that's what Kenny wants, and you know what? That's what Kenny may get. But Zack Sabre Jr. right now is in control of this match.
And snapping, wrenching. It look easy.
Seamless offense that many of the great British technicians over the years have used as their passport everywhere. To Japan, to Australia. They're feared for their technical ability and their grit and determination.
Sabre continuing to attack that injured arm of Jack Perry. You saw Jack Perry flexing those fingers, Tony, trying to get some feeling back in that left hand.
Yeah, well, you were talking about joint manipulation earlier, and that's exactly what we are seeing.
It's a simple wrist lock there, but highly effective. Look at the awkward angle of the wrist, the shoulder. The arm bar that was used to great extent with the great Volk Hahn.
AEW Dynamite live on TBS and HBO Max, just days away from Forbidden Door taking place this Sunday, and we are witnessing a technical wrestling on by Zack Sabre Jr. at the expense of Jungle Jack Perry.
Speaking of clinic, if you want a clinic on how to work on someone's arm, Excalibur, what you said it right now. Unfortunately, Jack Perry is as well.
Sabre running into the corner, but Perry, it's that right elbow. That's the arm that has not suffered any damage in this match. Off the corner of the sliced bread is Perry. This could be the opening that Jungle Jack Perry needs. Zack Sabre Jr. stablemates Bad Dude Tito, Mikey Nichols of TMDK in his corner, as is customary in New Japan Pro Wrestling. And Perry slides through. Sabre into the armbar on the floor. He can't win the matchup here. Foot punishment.
Plenty of damage there as the official Bryce Remsburg desperately trying to break the hold. is at the risk of doing that.
Nice lab rat, bro. Yeah, you get that. Yeah, that straight, fresh Popeyes, bro. There's nothing like it. Nothing like it. It was spicy though, right? You got the spicy.
Having a technical wrestling match in front of an American audience is like reading Shakespeare to a dog.
I can understand that in some places. Oh, wait a second. Missed this.
Yeah, I might have some of that tomorrow. That or churches. Cause I got a thing for. Cause I did the thing where like you do the survey, you get like a free piece of chicken. Oh yeah, absolutely. Ring that bell, turn on the notification. But unfortunately, tomorrow we're going to be not. Because of the way the weekend is going in our programming schedule. Unfortunately, tomorrow, we're actually going to not do TNA. We're going to do JCW Lunacy, and then we're going to be doing Insanity right afterwards, which is our review of JCW Lunacy. Whoop whoop.
On the deltoid, you can see.
And he's digging the point of the elbow. Zack Sabre was into the inner
And 4 biscuits, pal.
Of Jungle Jack Perry as Perry trying to counter out of it.
Sabre not giving up the hold into the triangle choke.
And now
arm across.
Triangle sleeper. Sabre rounds the shoulder.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, 2 minutes fresh chicken. Yeah, I'll wait 2 minutes for fresh chicken. We're good.
Unable to do so because of the damage to the arm, was unable to drag Sabre close enough in to get his ankles across the shoulder.
I'll gladly wait 2 minutes for some hot, fresh chicken.
He's in the driver's seat now. Can't take his foot off the gas.
Perry up to his feet with Sabre captured for double underhook, perhaps no package pile driver maybe. Either way, Zack Sabre Jr., no intention of finding out. And now just slips behind into sleeper. Captures the body, no. Back, goes through. 1, 2. Perry reverses. Brings Sabre out. Looking for the snare trap. Finds it. Sabre now in trouble.
But take a look at the face of Zack Sabre Jr. Nothing but absolute determination. He's been here 1,000 times before in a hold close to submitting. He's going to dig deep. He's going to touch.
Yes. Yeah. Hot, fresh chicken tenders as well. Yes. Dude, anytime you get some hot, fresh chicken, no matter what form it's in, whether it's like pieces, tenders, nuggets, whatever, you get that hot and fresh, you know you're having a good time.
Again, a double wrist lock a la Volkan. Wow.
The comebacker lariat. And now Jack.
Nice.
Great job, Jack.
The double underhook into the powerbomb. 1, 2. No.
The damage to the arm. Sabre easily kicks out, but he's hurt and he's in danger.
Neither going to get Zack Sabre up high enough.
But Tony, he doesn't. Jack Perry doesn't. Zack Sabre Jr. anticipated it now.
Whoop, whoop.
The leg lock from Sabre.
And Sabre turns Jackson's torching.
Oh, wow. The knee ligaments, full extension of the
and he sits back.
Nice. Good shit, pal. Whoop, whoop.
The wrist of Jack Perry. Perry with nowhere to go. Trapped.
The body doesn't bend like that.
Yes, Jack Perry forced to submit.
Yep, it's like, it might be a little bit of a wait, but it's worth the wait. It's well worth the wait. Yeah, this show has been a huge step back for AEW. Like, literally, it's been match after match after match after match. Ooh. Yeah, KFC's good. They got the they got their $10, like they got their weekly what was it? Not, I shouldn't say weekly, but like a $10 bucket where it's like every day it's a different bucket for $10. Like I think it's like Monday's nuggets. Tuesday is legs and thighs. I think Wednesday is wings. Thursday is I think tenders again or nuggets again. I got you, pal. Whoop, whoop. Whoop, whoop to that. Yeah, pal. All right, so hard commercial break with because AEW don't get that sweet ass, Netflix music what they do with WWE. I'll step outside, do a little smoky toki, be right back. Whoop, whoop.
About how it needs to be as they face two of the best teams at Forbidden Door.
Whoop, whoop.
National challenge for them this Sunday at Forbidden Door, where they face El Sky Team, Místico, Máscara Dorada, Unbound Company of Shingo Takagi, Teton of CMLL. These part of Forbidden Door. We've got a huge week of action. Continues this Saturday for Collision, 8/7 Central on TNT and HBO Max. Immediately followed by the countdown of Forbidden Door. Then the buy-in at 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific.
Whoop, whoop.
Forbidden Door. And then the main event, Forbidden Door live on pay-per-view, 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific. You can join us on HBO Max this Sunday for Forbidden Door. As bad dude Tito, Mikey Nichols, up to their feet. Tito catches the crossbody attempt from Nick Jackson after Mikey Nichols disrupted the balance of Matt Jackson.
This is raw power. Wow. Things have shifted quickly, 180 degrees.
Tito sending Matt Jackson into the waiting arms. Matt able to kick out.
It was an intense, accomplished, mean machine from Perth, Australia. Well over 2 years in the job. The more serious members, very capable with it.
Now, Nichols and Tito sending. Oh no, I thought it was a double hammer throw, but instead driving down Matt Jackson. This is where the size of TMDK comes into play. Cover. Matt Jackson able to kick out.
Yeah, you can tell Tito is just a phenomenal athlete. Take a look at how he's built and how he moves in the ring.
Great physique, muscular, brick house, a menacing brawler.
And Jackson escapes out of the grip of both. In the opposition, only home for Tito. Fakes with the super kick, catches Nichols in the DDT.
Nasty impact has left Nichols rubber-legged in the center of the ring, and Nick Jackson now winning on his brother.
He's there.
Nick Jackson ascends to the top. 2 for 1 for the younger brother. Nick Jackson keeps the momentum going. Right hand for Tito, right hand for Nichols. Oh, but Tito shuts him down, boot to the midsection. Hand throw, or excuse me, hip toss attempted. Meeting of the minds for TMDK. Jackson on the ascent, another 2 for 1. Takes down Nichols and Tito in one fell swoop.
Textbook Nick Jackson in the tag to his brother. Stereo optic offense. Super kick. Party!
Repeated shots. Breaking down Nichols and now breaking down back to Tito. Nichols missed twice, but the Young Bucks connected twice.
They're just too quick. The Young Bucks are too quick.
And now Nick Jackson, the teamwork of the Young Bucks, scores
Three Young Bucks.
Now Matt and Nick Jackson can turn their attention to the 3-way tag team match taking place this Sunday at Forbidden Door. Mystico, Mascara Dorada, Shingo Takagi of New Japan Pro Wrestling, Teton of CMLL, where's a Saber? Saber, I thought he'd return to the back, but now he's out here, and he's attacking Nick Jackson here.
Tito don't kneel. They attack and they get revenge. Get ready for the explosion!
Kenny Omega on the move, as is Jack Perry. This little Tito and now Omega standing toe-to-toe, face-to-face with a man who will face this Sunday.
AEW.
Whoa.
My favorite chicken place is a place called it's in the St. Louis area. It's got one location. It's called Porter's Chicken. It's a mom and pop hole in the wall place that's been around for decades. They're amazing, but unfortunately, they're also incredibly expensive. Their breading and just what it is they use. It's get me Twinkle Toes McFinger Bang, pal.
May the best man win, and I mean that truly, because once I do win, that is Zach, I'm out for redemption. So enjoy these next few days, because when it comes to Sunday, everyone's gonna forget about you like they did last year.
Hi, Kenny. Try to stay out of hospital, right, darling?
Zack Sabre Jr. Some parting words for Kenny Omega. The Omega intends on proving.
Try to stay out of the hospital. Really, that's the best he's got? Wow. Wow.
These two men meet one-on-one. And this Sunday, the AEW Women's World Championship will be.
Well, let's just say he is a very, very lefty soy boy, woke tard. So I can definitely see that's the best he's got.
Between these two women, let's take a look.
You're
Okay, that sounds like a place to stop at. If Labrat and Hammer are putting it over, that sounds like a place to stop at. Get me Apollo Grill, pal.
Returned to Japan, made an unannounced appearance at the Stardom event and attacked Stardom president Karo Okada.
And that's now 10 belts.
Before we turn our attention to this match, Tekla, her history with Stardom goes back a number of years. Tekla felt that Starlight Kid
Okay, gotcha.
treatment in Stardom from not only the wrestlers but the staff as well. So Tekla was a big ass to grind, but Starlight Kid carrying the weight of Stardom on her back as she steps into battle this Sunday.
Man, there's one thing I'll never ever forget this, and I know there were some people in the chat who were there when this happened. Like, just it's out of the blue one night during a Queen Aminata match. I was like, something about her is different. Like, she seems to know how to she seems to be a much smarter, better, and more trained, talented, just overall better worker, and gets it more than the rest of the roster. And out of the one night, I decided, I'm gonna go look up who she was trained by. Trained by OVW. Okay, never. All right, that answers that. That explains a lot.
Looking forward to our return to San Diego next week. We're also looking forward to AEW's Beach Break, presented by Visit St. Pete Clearwater. And you're headed to the beautiful beaches of Clearwater, Florida. You can catch all the action live at the Bay Care Sound on Wednesday, July 8th. You can join us by visiting. Countered by Red Velvet in the ropes, though.
Didn't have the strength for the leverage, but so nice escape from Velvet.
Aminata using her size well there to block. And now Velvet, though, comes right.
All right, that's now a bucket list item. Heck, get some Willie Mae chicken. Whoop whoop. And since since at least my plan at some point, I'm absolutely I'm planning on heading to Central Texas, potentially Houston as well. Like, I definitely want to make that a road trip within the next 1 to 2 years.
Absolutely. The TBS Championship will go to the winner of the Survival of the Fittest. That will be 1 week in San Diego.
And cover. Fans, remember, still to come tonight, our main event,
Whoop, whoop.
AEW International Championship title match. Konosuke
Yeah, because the few times I traveled through Texas or to Texas for wrestling, I was only in I really only touched the northern part of it, or northern northeast part, and southeast. So I remember traveling through Amarillo on our way to New Mexico. Oh, dude, there was one. This is one story I've never told. I've actually never told this on a Twitch stream. This will be a HMG fam exclusive right here for the first time. So during a road trip, during one of the road trips to New Mexico, we end up stopping at the Cadillac Graveyard. Basically, it's like a tourist, who's never heard of it? It's a tourist stop. It's basically these Cadillacs that are sticking up out of the ground, and they let you spray paint them. And it's actually a pretty sweet experience. Whoop whoop.
Back to your point, Tony, about the danger that Red Velvet possesses after taking out the former TBS champion, Willow Nightingale. Laminata doesn't want to be on the...
I think Amanada came into this match just a little bit too much bravado.
Cover made, leg hooked.
And there was that arrogant cover that we saw early on, and right now she's still hurting the back of her head here.
Amanada's been dealing with a number of injuries, the neck injury most prominent, as Nigel mentioned. And, she's still trying to get back into that momentum cover here, deep cover, but Amanada, you can see, still struggling with that back injury, neck injury, and still struggling to get back to that momentum she had before she was taken out of action.
161 days she missed, and she was having a great 2025 before that happened.
Yeah, that area was beautiful. Dude, that was some of my, when it comes to like just beautiful places to be in while you're just during road trips and just getting to see the scenery and the beauty and what just God's magnificence in nature. Yeah, Northeast Texas, man. And Northwest too.
The queen when the queen was hooked in the bottom rope. Let's hear it for Red Velvet. Stay on her. Stay on that neck.
Always impressive. Red Velvet, former professional dancer of Colombian descent. Both her father and uncle, Colombian world flyweight.
Oh yeah, I definitely anticipate gaining some weight, pal.
Very great genetics when it comes to striking.
Amanada eats her way out of it. Velvet tried to escape with an arm drag, but instead Amanada.
Get me out, big pal. Whoop whoop.
Almost as much as it did Red Velvet. Such whiplash cover.
Leg is hooked, cover made, but Velvet able to kick out. And Tony, you talk about how Amanada's year was disrupted by injuries. Red Velvet the same as well. Struggling with injury in the latter half of 2025.
So I think, yeah, we're at 10 belts. So right now, technically, Labrat is in the lead. Labrat is technically the projected winner right now. Because with Price is Right rules, he is the closest without going over.
On the way down as well. No way Amanada able to prepare herself for that. Is the time right?
Move the knees to the back of the head. Smart move. The injured neck between Amanada.
Right when Amanada was pulling herself up, Amanada can barely get to her feet here.
Who will join the survival of the fittest match to claim 1 week from tonight? Will it be Queen Amanada, or as it seems more likely? No, I was going to say more likely is Red Velvet was going to advance to that match, but Amanada using her size to great effect once again, Nigel.
But again, looking for a pinfall attempt. Oh, gets the bulldog.
Red Velvet, the bulldog, that cover too.
Whoop, whoop.
Red Velvet has had the lion's share of offense in this match. Queen Amanada has been on the back foot almost from the get-go.
Again, Amanada just, all she can do to pull herself up with the ropes or the turnbuckles, but she got the elbow in that time.
Back elbow caught. Red Velvet on the way in. Now, like Larry attempted again, but Red Velvet able to slip free of the grip of Queen Amanada. Amanada turns Velvet around. Has her reverse DDT position, but Red Velvet tries to matches her over the
And power that time.
Pure leverage from Amanada.
was the injury.
All right, this is a good match. Like, this is a good match. Just my only complaint with it is it's not a TV match. This is actually more like if you're having like a blow off, like a pay-per-view blow off match where it's like an actual who's the best wrestler type match, babyface. This is the match you'd have.
Finding her second win. He's got to be careful. She goes to that bottom rope. Amanada has decapitated people often with her head. Drop kick before.
There it is.
Sliding boot will set it up.
Now Amanada drags Velvet out from the corner. Amanada diving foot stomp. This could be it here. Cover. 2. No. Velvet able to kick out.
Still Amanada immediately grabbing at her neck. Both competitors absorbed a considerable amount of punishment in this.
I can't really speak much about Red Velvet. I have not seen much of her work, but I've seen multiple Queen Amanada matches to know like she's more than capable.
Amanada's had a couple of TBS title opportunities in the past and has lost no momentum as she tries to win the gold again.
Velvet perched on the top, causing bomb. Takes Amanada down. Now Red Velvet finding her footing.
And the in-ring and the work in the ring is crisp. And I mean, it's not perfect, but it's more than acceptable.
And Red, as you can tell, getting very frustrated right now. There's a hell of a frog splash.
Wow, Velvet really committed to that frog splash, driving the air out of her lungs perhaps as well as her opponent.
Again, just too long for TV. Like this should be like a pay-per-view babyface like championship blow-off match or something like that. My opinion.
Something, a fact that is not lost on Red Velvet, but right now Velvet getting battered by Amanada.
I think Amanada's the better striker. Maybe not.
With the knee thrust kick. And Velvet apologizing. Because she was looking for a knockout blow, but instead Amanada answered with the headbutt and he could. Amanada brings it all out to center. Cover. 2, 3. There's your winner, Queen Amanada joins Chris Statlander. Persephone.
Well, at least for this one, like that brutal looking knee to the face, at least was the finish.
And the survival of the fittest match taking place 1 week from tonight as Dynamite returns to San Diego, California. A hard-earned victory for Queen Amanada.
Unbound Company and Sky Team. How do you think things are going to go on Sunday?
Renee, the momentum is on our side. We saw tonight. The Young Bucks are on their way back to the top of the tag division.
And on Sunday, we're going to super kick that forbidden door down in that 3-way.
Whoop whoop.
Today's
Anything you can do.
All right, good thought process on getting heat on the heels going into the pay-per-view. This fell flat.
David Finlay getting the upper hand. Big Finlay and Clark Connors get the upper hand on the AEW World Tag Team Champions. Will that be the case this Sunday?
No lies detected. Whoop, whoop.
Hope and Cage. But fans, we still have a massive main event, and everyone is banned from ringside. The AEW International Championship is on the line when Ricochet challenges Konosuke to catch them next.
All right, let's do the last hard commercial break, and then we got the main event, which I'm definitely going to go. It's definitely going to be a overrun, probably with another picture-in-picture commercial break. Whoop, whoop, thank you. See, I think we got a little bit here. I'm going to take a quick piss break. Be right back. And back just in time.
Are banned from ringside. Ricochet is more than capable on his own.
No question about it. The light-skinned Kingpin has worn gold before, and it may be only a few minutes before he wears it again.
And we are still at 10 belts because we saw this one earlier during that pre-tape or that backstage segment.
Before we get to our main event, thankfully she escaped harm's way in that wild brawl. Let's go to ringside where Renee Paquette is standing by.
I asked Takeshita what being international champion means to him. He pointed to his belt. He said, "This is the international title." I know Ricochet. He is well versed in Japanese style lucha libre. He has had success all around the globe, which is why he is the perfect opponent to help represent exactly what that championship means.
Thanks for that, Renee. Strong jacket game by here ahead of our main event, Tony.
He couldn't agree more with you. He was so impressed with the jackets that he lost words. Both men dressed to the nines, but once the jacket comes off and the bell rings, both men can go without pause for respite. There, the title on the...
Great night it's been.
Ricochet, Sasuke special from Ricochet. Pulling out all the stops here in our main event.
That's what you got to do.
You know, honestly, that's a good thing.
50 spots.
Because he should not completely abandon who he is. Just because he's now a babyface.
Break away from winning the international championship was Ricochet.
Two ways to look at that. High impact from Ricochet. All his body weight into the lower midsection of his opponent, the international champion, with a strong kick out. But there's no question Takeshita is...
Sunday, Kyosuke Takeshita will be a part of Team Briscoe in the massive 6-on-6 steel cage match where he, Mark Briscoe, Orange Cassidy, Kyle O'Reilly, Roderick...
You guys remember when the international championship was originally called the Atlantic Championship? And then and had the Chinese flag on it. And
Mark Briscoe will earn a shot at the AEW World Championship held by MJF.
and they got grill over because like China's doesn't border it's not in the Atlantic Ocean. It's not on the Atlantic side. It's like far from the Atlantic.
Now finds the pendulum swinging back in favor of the champion.
Now let's remind the fans to stay with us as long as it takes. Could get a new champion before the night's over.
Mr. Takeshita lines up Ricochet. Ricochet, though, shoots up the leg, comes through. Area code shot.
Yeah, the IHOP Continental Breakfast Championship. Whoop, whoop. Currently held by Moxley. Oh yeah, under MJ. Yeah, when MJF had it.
The nerves that run through the neck, down the arms, that's where you generally will feel it. The shot to the back of the head in boxing is known as a rabbit punch because it's so dangerous. Ricochet not concerned now. Oh.
Stepping on the hair of Takeshita. National champion.
Yeah, I know. Like, yeah.
Strong control from Ricochet.
He's got his hair too.
I knew what you wanted, Scout, but I just wanted to let it sink in with the fans. We were trying to say, what does he mean?
Knee between the shoulder blades. And Takeshita, who's over the last, I'd say two or 3 months, has difficult travel schedule.
100, Gruss. Whoop, whoop.
In AEW, where he won the AEW International Championship, but also returning to Japan to compete not only in New Japan Pro Wrestling, but DDT Wrestling as well.
No question, it can take it out of you. The jet lag, Tony. I mean, you have trouble flying in and out from Atlanta every. What it can do.
Hang on one sec. Be right back. I'm gonna grab some. Get a weapon real quick. Next time this motherfucker lands on my monitor, it's game over. It's game over.
And looking in the face.
We have taken our final break of the evening. Who will leave? Albuquerque.
Dude, seriously, Waffle House. Waffle House is lit. Oh man.
Or will it be the Alpha? Takeshita hanging on dearly to that top rope as Ricochet trying to bring him out with the hammer throw, but Ricochet peppering the champion with shots.
Short strikes, kicks, and then shots as well. But look at this. Takeshita turning things around quickly.
Charging in, commits, and spills to the floor.
And Ricochet going to try to take advantage of this. Is he going to go outside or not?
Yeah, sure. Give me the Waffle House Championship World Title, pal.
Out to the floor, Ricochet.
Now he knows.
On the move, drop kick. Sends Takeshita down. This is dangerous territory for Takeshita to be in ahead of that massive 12-person steel cage match coming up.
All right, Mick. Have a good night. Catch you tomorrow. Whoop, whoop.
Sunday, live on pay-per-view. Team Briscoe.
Thanks for stopping in. Whoop, whoop.
See MJF if Team Briscoe wins. Mark Briscoe will earn a shot at MJF's AEW World Championship. But ahead of that, we got a big night on Saturday.
I don't have to worry about that unless it's Jeff Goldblum, Brendel Fly or whatever it is, or that or Bart had a mishap, or that Bart's mishap somehow made his way to the real world.
Saturday, Jake Doyle faces will be in tag team action. He teams with
Oh yeah, ooh, the buffet. Whoop, whoop.
athletes. Persephone on the line against Billy Starks. And Jericho will face JD Drake one-on-one. Plus the big main event. Mercedes Moné teams up with Athena to face Hyann.
Man, but there was this one place. It was kind of like Waffle House, not quite, but sorta.
This Sunday at Forbidden Door on pay-per-view. Can the Cinderella story of Maya World continue?
Oh, nice. That was that by you, Gruss? Nice. Yeah, the one where the chick, like, she just, it flew at her and she just like caught it and twirled it.
Despite the long legs of the international champion, he was not able to get them across the shoulders. But now looks to follow up. Takeshita, and for the raging fire, Falcon Arrow. Can he complete it though against Ricochet?
Yeah, apparently one of the job qualifications at Waffle House is riot control.
Rio Rancho just outside of Albuquerque, but Ricochet has had the better of the champion for large portions of this match, Tony.
Yeah, I know. And you see, Takeshita trying to get himself fired up and back in this. It's been a dominant performance by Ricochet. You are right.
Takeshita, left and right. Elbow straight, backs off. His feet get to the midsection. A knee lift to Takeshita, ready for it. Hook kick by Ricochet drops the champion to a knee.
Ricochet's wrestled a tremendous match tonight, gentlemen.
Ricochet looking for vertigo. Takeshita knew it. Counters the roll up. Brought through Ricochet back. Calling for vertigo, but instead Takeshita
Get me Diner Fight Club, pal.
captures the legs, and now Takeshita drives down Ricochet, but he's not done, Nigel.
Looking tuck and shit. Oh! High angle, wheelbarrow suplex. Ricochet is out on his feet. No, he's not. Wow, playing possum.
Ricochet caught Takeshita, the Enziguri, and now Ricochet on his feet. Vertigo. Hansen, do we have a new champion?
Come on, that was... I don't know about that.
As close as it gets, Tony.
I thought it was done. I thought it was over with. How Takeshita got out of that, I'll never know.
I'm not sure.
Hey, it's come out of hiding. It's come out of hiding. It's around the monitor. As soon as it's around the monitor, as soon as it gets like in spot, as soon as I get a clear shot, it's gone.
Ricochet high across his shoulders, the back of his neck. Takeshita is hurt.
Yeah, that was like some Scarlet Witch stuff there.
Looking for a power drive knee of his own, finds it at the champion's expense, and now Ricochet ascending the ropes.
He's already hit a 450 splash.
Oh, dude, it would draw. It would absolutely draw.
No denying that kick out. That was with authority. Where he got it from, I'll never know. What a matchup. What a night. And what a week.
Takeshita, former Olympic level decathlete that we've talked about.
Especially in today's viral content, virtual culture.
Fans here appreciating the action
Like
as our fans
that right there opens the door for so many viral moments.
joining us this Sunday for Forbidden Door live on pay-per-view on HBO Max. Ricochet climbing to the top. Takeshita disrupts the balance of the challenger. Now hammering Ricochet. Very dangerous position for both men to be in.
What is Takeshita got in mind?
Well, I'm sure there would be an agreement where it's like no firearms, just fire hands.
Ricochet then lands on his feet. Takeshita rights himself. Ricochet comes in. Spear gun avoided. Takeshita. Big elbow strike. Now Takeshita. Power drive. No. Ricochet. Trying to counter. Takeshita with more.
Get that biggest dog in the yard, pal.
Holy smokes.
Up to the heavens, it must have felt like hell. And now wide open, perhaps.
Takeshita.
Ricochet pulled the official in the way.
And the uppercut headbutt from Ricochet may have been the difference maker in the roundhouse kick. Ricochet dragging Paul Turner into Takeshita's path. And now, the so-called Rico Salt. Is this going to be it? 1, 2, no, Takeshita remains
Come on, land.
at least for the
Land,
moment.
come on, land.
Pulling out all the stops as well, gentlemen, but still.
All right, still flying around.
Paul Turner very nearly becoming an unwilling participant in this match, courtesy of Ricochet, but Takeshita
Takeshita is
is dazed.
having trouble standing at this point.
He's going for the spirit gun if he's got the chance, and I believe he does.
Takeshita does not. The lariat. Takeshita. On target with the knee.
Takeshita called for it.
And now to make it a certainty, Takeshita raging fire. 1,
And of course, to catch it over,
Takeshita successfully defends his AEW International Championship and can now turn his attention to the steel cage match taking place this Sunday at Forbidden Door. With Takeshita, Darby Allin, Orange Cassidy, Kyle O'Reilly, Roderick Strong, team with Mark Briscoe to face MJF and his gang of mercenaries, Andrade El Idolo, Jake Doyle, Kevin Knight, Kazuchika Okada, and Kyle Fletcher. Takeshita will have a bullseye on his back. The man he defeated reach for the sky, boy. At least he'll have this man standing along. Mark Briscoe. We knew he was
oh shit. Yeah. Oh yeah, dude. A Waffle House down the street from a strip club. Yeah, those. That's a little bit of extra element of dangerous. Yeah. If you got a Waffle House within the vicinity of a strip club, yeah, it's pretty much like the NXT parking lot.
Let's see how that plays out on Sunday.
We ready to throw down in Cali live on pay-per-view, baby? Now let me remind y'all that my crew, we got a bit of a reputation in this type of match. We got bodies, if you will. Let me take it back to the most recent rendition.
Suckers got to know.
The Death Riders, the toughest group in professional wrestling, the Death Riders, and after a drag.
All that roast beef within in that close of a radius.
And that night, it was all about the thrill of the fight. It was all about the thrill of the battle. Or the implications are a little bit more consequential. You see, when we emerge victorious at Forbidden Door, I will get a shot at the AEW World Title. A championship held by none other than the scum of the earth himself, Maxwell Jacob Freeman. Now, MJF, I never thought I would say this, but I agree with you, man. I agree with something you said anyway. And that's that me and you are nothing alike. You are nothing like me. And thank God I am nothing like you, because you are a privileged, entitled, soft little baby boy. And Max, I'm a grown-ass man. If I want something, then I'ma earn it. Just like I'ma earn this title shot
Whoop, whoop.
Sunday night. But Max, I know what you're gonna say. You sound like a broken record and you sound stupid. Say Mark Briscoe is not world championship material. Well, that's all right, Max. This is America. You can say what you want. You can have any opinion that you want. But let me state a fact for you real quick. The last time we faced off one-on-one in this ring, I beat your ass, and you know that I can do it again. So at Forbidden Door, I'm going to be walking onto the battlefield, shoulder to shoulder with my brothers who I love, who I would die for, and they would die for me. And Max, who you got? Oh, that's right. the Don Callis family. Some mighty talented individuals in the Don Callis family. But Max, let me reassure you, they don't give a damn about you. Matter of fact, if you caught fire, if you started to spontaneously combust, if you will, I doubt that Don Callis and his family would piss on you to put the flames out.
Are you crazy? I'm just asking. What is wrong with you?
Don, I want you to realize something. You done got your boy in a lot of trouble. And Max, I hope you can hear me. Because when I win this title, from behind, MJF attacking Mark Briscoe. Briscoe, he is occupied with Don Callis, and now, Briscoe now turns the tables on the world champion.
This was all planned by Don Callis and, of course, by MJF.
I got Briscoe looking for the J-Driller. The J-Driller, but instead, Kyle Fletcher will have the head from Fletcher on Briscoe.
With authority.
And Fletcher now, brainbuster, center of the ring, the sheer drop. Speaking of, here comes to cash down the man betrayed by Kyle.
Yeah, that's a good question. I don't know. Honestly, it could be their own in-house. It is possible it could be their own in-house.
Watch out, he's going for the Cosmodrome. No! Big Jim Doyle catches Darby.
Darby escapes the grip of Doyle, and Doyle.
Dude, I used to work at Jack in the Box from 05 to 06. Dude, I can't tell you how many people are like, fill my bag full of buttermilk. And they're ordering like 20 tacos. Yeah, that's one place I've heard a lot about. I want to try. I have heard so many good things about Bojangles Chicken. I want to try it.
I'm sure that is the last thing that Andrade wanted to do, Tony, but he's been a good soldier. Well, MJF puts his hands on Andrade. Well, Don Callis put a game there. This breaking down between Andrade and MJF. Don Callis trying to...
Yeah, I know. Like ever since everybody came over here for the World Cup, they're like, hey, Buttermilk Ranch, yeah, this is awesome. We're gonna take this back with us. Whoop, whoop. Yeah, I really want to try them because I've heard nothing but great things about them. And if they get the Hammer endorsement, well, damn, pal, I got to get there. Nice.
Mark Briscoe raises the title and looks ahead to Kevin Bennendorf, who gets ready to kick it down. We have a massive week of action with Forbidden Door approaching this Sunday. We'll see you live on pay-per-view on HBO Max and Forbidden Door.
All right, so looks like that is it for the for Dynamite tonight. Whoop whoop. Final bell count tonight is 10, and the winner of the bell count is Labrat because he came the closest without going over at 9. Congrats, congrats, congrats. Yeah, as far as this show went tonight, it definitely took a few steps back because they tried to cram too much wrestling into a show they're trying to sell as a go-home for their pay-per-view. Oh, nice. Smart marketing. Whoop, whoop. Alrighty, so whoop whoop so tomorrow our schedule is we have the Friday locker room, and then we have the JCW Lunacy watch along, followed up with a special programming change. Instead of we're not doing TNA Impact watch along, instead as soon as we're done with the Lunacy watch along, we're heading right into HMG Insanity. And then on Friday we got the SmackDown replay watch along, and then on Saturday we have the Night of Champions review, and then the Night of Champions replay watch along. I'm sorry to hear that. Anytime, whoop, whoop. And then on Sunday, we got The Wreckage, and they're going to be doing a Forbidden Door watch along. And then on Monday, the Monday Locker Room, the Raw replay watch along, as well as the Impact Attack Tuesday. This week in WWE, hitting the marks, the A Show, the Late Start NXT watch along, and also the Wednesday Locker Room. Don't forget, like, subscribe, ring that bell. So check us out on Patreon at patreon.com/Hami Media Group. We got a lot of extra content over there as well. Also check out our friends at youtube.com /The Vince Russo, where they got a lot of great videos and content over there, as well as the Backstage Lunacy, which airs after every episode of JCW Lunacy, hosted by the hardest working man in podcasting, Jeff Lane, and Mad Mac Davis, but they have a guest every week. And then check out their Patreon at patreon.com/RussoTWC. We get all of the great brand channel attitude content, such as Cash Rating the Marks, the Raw SmackDown review, Master Shoot Theater, and Lions, Tigers, Bears, and Head, and on top of so much other great content. And also for check out JCW Lunacy, that airs every Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central. When we do our watch along, we actually do a late start watch along of Lunacy. We start at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. So we actually start an hour after the show's already started airing. So yeah, I think that is it for that. Don't forget to check if you want to chat with me. I'm on Twitter, as the kids call it these days, the X at LG Brandon Whoop. I'm also on Twitch at twitch.tv/LG Brandon Whoop Whoop. I'll be live in about 20-ish minutes with some Final Fantasy X-2. Hope to see you there. If not, have a great rest of your night. Catch some of the other shows. Then if not, have a great rest of your week. And much love. Whoop, whoop. Bearcats, Jugger Bros, HMG fam. We're out. Much love, pal. Whoop, whoop.